everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 24th of April through to the 30th of April, and we'll have an end of month draw for all the shares next week. Let's have a look and see what the angels have in store for us this week. Okay, first card we have is Divine Mystery, Archangel Raziel. Always a hard card to call, that one, until you see what the influence is with it and get to understand where the reading's going. Okay, let's have a look and see. First card we have, oh, well, not the first card, the first influence card we have is Intuition. Okay, Archangel Raziel, we can see where this is going, is the mystic of the angels and the intuition. So the beginning of the week, in order to take yourself maybe from a situation that you're not quite happy with, you know, you're feeling a little bit in that kind of dark, cold space, and you want to move into something warmer, something brighter, something that more goes in line with your own, you know, your solar plexus, your own sense of personal empowerment, you follow your intuition in order to do it. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards are for the midweek. Okay, we're staying with Archangel Raziel, and we have Hidden Worlds. Okay, quite often when I do a reading with someone and this card comes up, I want to say hidden words, because quite often, not because I'm dyslexic or anything, but just because quite often when this card comes up, you need to look at maybe what's not being said as much as what's not being said. You know that old classic idea of reading between the lines, okay? Not everything is always black and white, there's shades of grey in between. Okay, and Archangel Raziel, as the mystic of the angel, helps you to link in with your intuition to see that. Okay, let's get an influence card that goes with that. The Angel of the Universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. I think we can all see where this reading is going. You know, I love it because I never know where these readings are going to go till I start turning the cards. And, you know, sometimes it's kind of, you get to the sixth card and you're like thinking, what direction is this taking? Other times you're here right in the middle and you can see exactly what message they're trying to bring through. And this is about trusting your intuition this week. It's about maybe thinking outside the box, stepping outside your comfort zone, going with your gut, you know, because quite often what happens, it's a case of, you know, they say, is it head over heart or heart over head? And quite often what it is a case of is head over intuition or intuition over head sort of a thing, you know. When you feel something intuitively, you feel it with the gut. You feel it with your solar plexus, you feel it in here. It's that jolt of recognition of something, that idea that initially slams into you, and then afterwards the fear or your own logic or other people's ideas start to come in and kind of dilute what you got in the beginning. And quite often you'll hear people say, you know, on hindsight I knew I should have picked that one, or on hindsight I knew I should have gone in this direction. And, you know, when you say to them, well, why didn't you? It was like, well, then I started thinking about it and that didn't really seem logical, or how was that going to happen? You know, and it's sometimes that kind of initial going with it. Okay, so that's midweek, so remember that. Archangel Jophiel and Illumination, so things will be coming to light. I always wanted to look at what that next card was. It's Archangel Jeremiah and Awakening, and the reason I'm saying that, as I was pulling those cards, I felt like these two, it was almost like it felt like it was being pulled up with it, and I kind of felt like I shouldn't have just turned the two. So Mel's going to hate me, but I'm going to put two cards there. Okay, so it's Archangel Jophiel is the angel who helps you to see the beauty of the situation. Archangel Jeremiah, the angel who helps you to reflect back. So, you know, it may be, we're talking about hindsight, how on hindsight you can see that your intuition was leading you right. So it's almost like by the end of the week you'll get your confirmation that, you know, you're doing right to follow your intuition. You'll start to see sense with hindsight, and that's the word I really want to use for that, is hindsight. Because when I think about it, hindsight kind of puts the beauty into the situation. It kind of gives you the clarity. Okay, and Archangel Jophiel, she's known as an angel of beauty, but she's also known as the angel of clarity. She's known as the angel, you know, when you want answers, she'll bring that clarity, and that's why I feel the two are going together, because I kind of want to go hindsight, clarity, intuition, Bob's your uncle kind of a thing, you know, there's your answer, there it is. Okay, let's have a look. That's an old saying. I don't know where Bob's your uncle came from. That just came flowing in then. Haven't used that in years. And we have colour healing. Okay, just to throw me. No, colour healing can be many, many things. And if you work with your intuition, it can be knowing what crystals to use. Different colours can make you feel good. It's actually being very sensitive to the environment around you. Okay, to what sort of inspires you, to what lifts you. You know, you can also use food for colour healing. You know, different foods have can enhance us in different ways. Okay, so I always say to people, if you can't wear a colour, try eating it. Okay, you know, I mean, I can't wear red. I mean, you know, if I had bold red on, I'd look so jaundiced now. But I can eat tomatoes, I can eat red peppers, and you know, and you get that lift from that, you know, from that lovely red energy. Sometimes we all need that. Okay, so let's do a recap. Bear in mind, I can already hear Mal moaning because I've broken his template here, and I've got 7 cards. He loves being married to me, really. He does. He does. I keep telling him that every day. You love being married to me, stop moaning. Okay, Archangel Raziel is the dominant angel here, really. You know, he's got 2 cards. I've come up with Archangel Raziel. So this is more a reading that's themed about the mystic, spiritual aspect, intuition, divine mystery, coming from a situation that maybe isn't great, but if you listen and you listen to that divine mystery, you listen to your intuition that's being brought to you, it's a mystery where it comes from. Sometimes I know we kind of think, where is that flying in from? And I think that's where, you know, the mystery comes in. But if you listen to it, it will show you where you want to go. With this, it's lifting up from the dark, going into that lovely orange and yellow, which is your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra. Your sacral chakra is about your personal identity, creativity, sexuality. So this could be linked to a relationship where you need to just apply a little bit of intuition. You know, it's about whatever makes you feel good, whatever fills you with passion, whatever takes you from that dark, cold place to that passion. Okay, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, is about personal empowerment. Is about just knowing what's right for you. It gives you a lift. Okay, when you feel personally empowered, you feel stronger. You feel more able to take on any situation and guide it where you want to go. Intuition, right, speaks for itself, that one. And you know, the blue on there and the purples on there linking with the throat chakra, so speaking your truth, saying aloud what you feel. So you know, maybe it's time to actually start a new mantra, start telling the universe what it is that you want, and then following your intuition to get it. It also links in with the brow chakra, so it's about watching what flows in. Sometimes when you're trying to get answers, it actually helps to close your eyes because it flows in just that little bit better, and you're not kind of being influenced by everything else around you. Okay, so that's worth thinking about. Archangel Raziel, hidden worlds, things coming in from the greys. Okay, from the in-betweens, from the words that haven't been spoken, from the symbols that are being brought in, from the messages that are being brought in, and it's just a case of watching for them and allowing yourself to feel them. That's midweek. The angel of the universe, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. You know, so maybe if you've tried something and you've tried making something work the way the world wants you to make it work and it's not working for you, expand your thinking. Start thinking with your intuition, with your inner self, which connects to your higher self. Okay, 2 for the price of 1. Archangel Jophiel, illumination, and Archangel Jeremiah, awakening. And as I said, I feel with this, it's a case of, I want to use the words hindsight, I want to use the words clarify, You know, looking back, as Archangel Jeremiah will help you to do, but also in a merciful way, you know, not criticising yourself as you look back, just to see how far you've come. The clarity will be what Archangel Jophiel will bring in to help you to be able to read that, to be able to understand how far you've come, and the beauty at where you are now and where you're heading to. And colour healing, bringing in colour. You know, it may be that you just need to go outside and walk in nature and be surrounded by lovely healing greens. As I said, it may be that you need a splash of colour. It may be that you want to treat yourself and go out and buy an item for your wardrobe that's in that colour. You know, if you're working intuitively, it could be that you need to get a new crystal. You'll be drawn to the crystal you need to get. You know, if you're working with colours, you know, there'll be something that will come in. Colour healing has got such a wide spectrum, you know, it comes in so many ways, you know. Sometimes even just walking into a room that's a certain colour can have such a wonderful effect on us. Okay, so I think that's the end of this week's reading. She's been a good girl, she's been a good girl. She's tired, I've had her up a load of hills this morning. I'm tired. But anyway, as I said, with the colour healing, it's a whole spectrum, okay, so just kind of remember that. And, you know, just follow your intuition again, okay, with it, whether it's what to eat, what to wear, where to go, follow your intuition, listen to your intuition. Your intuition doesn't normally see you wrong. Okay, got to the end. I will say love and light to you all. Thank you for all the lovely shares. Please continue to share. All the names are in the bag, and all the names that come in this week will go into the bag, and it doesn't matter how many times your name goes in the bag, to be honest, you know, there's no limitation, and we'll pull a winner next week. Love and light. Bye.